I'm smarter than her. Yeah, she was like, this is the upper one. She got nice dress, got nice fit. And I said, I'm not a little boy, you know, you got sisters. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got
She don't, I'm still a little brother.
You still a best
Still a
friend.
little brother. Right.
You still a little friend.
Absolutely.
How does your sister look?
15 months.
6 months older. You're a little friend. You still around now. You don't know, that's not good to me. But you still around. Your sister ain't got to so we see that.
Pizza Wilson Law 194, Pizza Wilson Law 194.
That's not good down here. I'm not sure she's here. She still be around.
We get along well.
Now, you don't know, you still around. Look, they still around. You still around. You still around. You know, I'm a cat. I just want to talk to you. Let me go come up for a minute. Let me go come over. I think you're going to be 80 or something. You're going to be wrong with that. You're going to be around. So you probably still be around. Yeah, you're really the 5 years. That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. Yeah. But she got a last word over you. I have to say, that's
She's always had the last word over anybody.
She'll get that last word in there.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get it. You don't come to get that last word.
You know the last word's gonna be split. My mom's good.
I'm not having a mother. My mother's working on it. Well, so my mother's not working. It's good to be young. It's good to be concerned. I don't know. It's kind of green. You understand?
My mom's good about knowing boundaries. And
Right, your mother knows.
she's good. We have a very good relationship.
Your mother be good if you good. But my mother be good as well. So I'm going to take a look. I have to talk about you talking. How you doing? Do all the time. So I come here, my mother do all the time. I have to say, I got to do all the time. So I come here, my baby was like, 20, I was all the time. Now she gone, it's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going to be using the job watching his wife. I'll be going to give me a double take.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we was over there. You get jail out there. That's what I'm doing. That's why I kept on saying.
Volume button?
Get it off there. Make
You
it
just use that.
I want to make it like clear, like this. I want to yeah, I want to see it. I don't know what time it is. That's not I don't want to might do a pocket job.
Hit the center button. Is that bigger?
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Amanda Tanner, extension 160. Amanda Tanner, extension 160.
Not a problem.
All right, fine. I was like, this guy's crazy.
Miss Oliver.
Oh, you're fine.
When these are on, they're supposed to be nice and heavy. Yeah. You know, I feel like it never rains on holidays. Yeah, it's like really rare these days. No, not really. Nothing that you want to hear. But,
Oh, well, then I definitely want to hear it.
well, my keys were stolen over the weekend.
Which keys?
My house key and my bike key. I have both spares though. But now I need to get another spare. So,
where?
off my wrist.
You saw them do it?
No, with Magic.
When was this?
Saturday. I just done 33 miles. I went to Target to pick up a chair and I couldn't break it down so that it would fit in my backpack. So I was like, okay, I'll ride home and then I'll catch the bus back out and I'll ride back in. And you know, pick up my bike and go home. So that's what I did, but when I got on the bus, like, and I was making videos because I was like doing a vlog. This is like in the middle of me making videos. You can hear my keys like jingling the entire time. I'm like, oh, here comes the bus. And I go and I get on the bus. I get off the bus and I'm like, where in the fuck is my keys?
Did you try to call Metro to see if anybody
Yes, I
found them?
did. I called on Sunday. They didn't have them. I called today at 10 a.m. She told me that they normally get any lost and found from the weekend after 2 p.m. So after I meet with you, I'm gonna call them again.
Hopefully, you can track them down.
Well, it had a flash drive on
Oh,
it. That's why I'm concerned. If it weren't for that, like I said, I got replacements.
what was on the flash drive?
Just like a bunch of documents, a list of all the formal complaints that I've wrote,
Okay.
you know, stuff like that.
So stuff you don't want other people having.
Exactly. Definitely things I don't want in the hands of others.
So any other bad news?
No.
That's good.
Other than that, everything's been okay. I met with Dr. Queen.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went okay. It went okay.
Amanda Tanner,
Good.
160
Did you
We
get a
meet
follow?
again on the 8th of June, I believe it is.
Oh, wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
Is maybe a psyche eval, did she say?
Say again?
Is it gonna be a psychiatric evaluation?
Well, yeah, I guess so, because she said, you know, like during that first initial encounter, she was just trying to get to know more about me. She had been looking through my file and, you know, she gathered some information. She asked a lot of questions, obviously, you know, but she said, you know, like the next meeting would be that.
She usually does that pretty quick. It's usually about an hour, not the whole hour, but.
Yeah, we spent about an hour together.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And you came here in person?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have a new one on here. I'll just look it up for you because I gotta know anyway. Did I give you a return to court date yet?
I believe it's the 1st of June.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have a time because you guys aren't sure if it's gonna be like Zoom or in person.
Oh, yeah, the court's supposed to open back up June 1st. Maybe that's why it was kind of left up in the air. Even though they're opening up that Tuesday, we don't know if we're for sure gonna be back. But yeah, it is.
Right.
It is June 1st.
Okay.
But I'll let everybody know ahead of time if we're gonna do it in person. Because they still might be limiting the amount of people that are allowed in the courtroom.
Right.
And in the building.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You didn't know how they were gonna work that out because.
Yeah. I mean, all the staff will be back, full-time in the building. But I don't know what they're gonna do with court hearings. How are they gonna, I don't know. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but.
No, I haven't. What's going on?
So, the CDC basically announced, and we haven't figured out what we're doing in this building yet, but basically announced if you've been vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask.
I did see that on, like one of my little pop-ups, you know.
I mean, we're still doing it here, because they're supposed to give us guidelines when we're
Right.
supposed to still wear them and not, and they haven't done it yet.
Right.
I myself am personally really tired of wearing a mask. I don't really want to wear it
Well,
anymore.
my thing is, like, the last I recall is we were getting ready for the 4th wave of coronavirus, so why are they rushing to get out of these masks?
I don't know, because the numbers are going down, they're not increasing, they're going way down, so. And most people, well, not most people, a lot of people have been vaccinated.
Yeah, they have vaccinated a lot.
And then in Ohio, Mike DeWine basically said as of June 2nd, unless the store or whatever you go into, unless they want you to wear a mask,
Right,
if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask in stores
Oh.
or restaurants.
okay,
But if the store or restaurant wants you to, then you have to abide by their rules.
right, right.
Or if you just feel like wearing one.
Well, I haven't been vaccinated and I don't plan on getting vaccinated, but like you said, it's up to the stores, I suppose, at that point. So maybe they won't require one, cause I don't care to wear mine. It took me like up to the last minute, they had to mandate it for me to put a mask on. Meanwhile, everyone was walking around with them.
Yeah, I have asthma, so I just didn't want to take any chances. Kind of scared the crap out of me.
Oh, wow.
But pretty much everybody here has been vaccinated in the building.
Did they give you guys like employee incentives for getting vaccinated, or was it mandatory?
It was not mandatory,
You guys got to volunteer, you got to choose whether or not?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not allowed to mandate stuff like that. And the government,
I didn't think so, but some jobs.
I don't work for the government. We're government funded, but we're a private agency, so.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because we get paid through Medicaid dollars, which is government dollars.
Yeah,
Taxpayer dollars, so
right.
it's a nonprofit, that's how nonprofits work. I'm just looking at your, sorry, I was just trying to get in here and look at when your next appointment is. I just want to make sure it's. How's everything going with your neighbors, or should I not ask? Did you grill out again?
Well, I'm planning on grilling out in a few days. What happened was they decided to grill. They were supposed to move their grill out of the backyard
Oh,
last year, but then they got into this whole thing, like the landlord is kind of the issue in this, because he's telling two entities that have been informed to pretty much steer clear of one another, that they should be crossing in one another's space. You get what I'm saying? So like, she was like, I'm gonna move everything, and then when she didn't move it, I'm like, I know it's because he told her she didn't have to. So anyhow, they've been abiding by that, staying away.
okay.
And then they decided to grill, and they were all like just hanging out in front of my entrance. I had my bike out, I was about to leave. And I don't know why they didn't wait, but they just kind of, started doing their thing. And I asked for his number. I ended up texting him, and he didn't respond.
The landlord?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's just like, he's acting like I'm not attending is what he's doing, and he's only communicating with them.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy because like, in terms of credibility, I'm the most creditable. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like, these are the meth addicts and those that can't even look in the fucking mirror. That's who he's siding with, and he won't. So I was like, okay.
What do you say they can't look?
Because
in the
it's
mirror?
always noted, like anytime I have to do anything, I make sure I note it. I make sure I note it, and most of the time I make it public, And so yeah, him not responding, it really doesn't matter to me one way or another.
Would you say they can't look in the mirror? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, like, it's just one of the effects of drugs, it keeps people from looking in the mirror because they don't see themselves anymore.
I've seen some meth heads, they look pretty whacked out.
Well, yeah.
Like zombies or something. It's pretty scary.
Yeah,
It's just sad how many people I've seen on drugs that they're under the age of 35 and they're missing their teeth already. And I know it's meth or crack, but usually it's
Right.
meth. And they have, little marks all over their face because they picked their skin.
Exactly. And it's so weird because that was like my biggest issue with my missing front tooth. Like, because I got it replaced. I got a partial for it at the beginning of 2019.
How'd you lose your tooth?
Radiation. The government broke it out, and that's the thing, like, I obviously sound educated, you know what I'm saying? And I care for my appearance, and I'm well-traveled, and all kinds of things, but when you walk into somewhere and they see that missing tooth, they automatically, like, categorize you as these other things, like, an addict,
Right.
And I had that problem. in 2018, like a lot of people were looking at me the wrong way because of the missing tooth.
Oh, wow. So you got a partial?
And meanwhile, I've never done a drug. No, they broke it.
Who broke it?
The government broke it with magic.
They broke
I'm
the
telling you.
partial?
Yes, I've had 13 devices come up missing with magic. All kinds of stuff. There's a record of all of this. And no one will look into it. Because I talk about matters that compromise the Bible and the Constitution. You know, like I talk about there being a science to making a people. Eugenics, epigenetics. Politics don't like me.
What'd you say it's called, eugenics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice you didn't have a tooth, or it just happened recently.
Well, we've always been in our mask, but
How do we?
But like I said, I got that partial, and I got it through the VA. So, you know, that's a veterans program. And they only will pay for that every 5 years. So once it was broken and then gone with magic, when I called in, like, she couldn't do anything for me. She told me, like, I have to wait 5 years in order to get a replacement.
Wow.
So they wanted me to, you know what I'm saying, like, this to be visible. It's just like a form of humiliation, really.
I think there'd be like some dentist that would maybe take payment plans or something.
That was just on the 9th of April that I called accounts payable. So what I'm gonna do is like, I'm gonna talk to my primary doctor and see if like there's any way like to go through her and like, I don't know, maybe she can put in a consult, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they'll initiate it that way and cover the cost. But I'm trying to find a way around it.
Because there's a place in, it's on Arlington Street. I don't know if they require like a down payment, but I think they had let one of my clients do like a payment plan, and she got like a whole set of dentures. It wasn't like
Oh,
your situation, one tooth,
right,
but they do all that stuff there, and they do a really good job.
yeah.
It'd be worth checking out, just asking them, but.
Maybe I'll consider that, but the only reason I was gonna go back to I think it's American Family Dental on Vernon Odom.
Oh yeah, I know where that's at.
It's because they already have, you know what I'm saying, like, my record of my chart, and if I wanted to do something like a replacement, they could just put in the order, versus me go through, I'll probably have to get an exam, but you know, like, all that other stuff,
Well,
the
they
fitting.
can
and-
request records from Akron Family Dental.
Oh, sure can.
You just have
sure
to send a
can.
release.
Okay, so you said on Arlington, the name of it again is?
I'm gonna Google it because I forget.
Okay,
It's been a few years. I know it's still there.
it's not the dental place near Home Depot, is it?
I don't know. It's on Arlington. It's close to like Walmart.
Yep, that might be it.
Why, you've been there before?
No, I saw it when I went to Home Depot a couple of days ago. I never knew it was there, and I happened to look at it. I was actually making my salad when I noticed it. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, that was a dental clinic.
And I've taken a couple people there. I can't believe I.
My phone service is still crap too, but I've learned to live with it. You can get a hold of me if you need me.
Yeah, I was surprised when they called me. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't think her phone was working.
Well, in the lobby, it was kind of like a lot going on out there, so I called because I'm like, well, maybe her meeting will run over and we could just meet another time.
Oh, okay.
But you were available and it worked out.
I don't have any idea. I'm gonna have to figure this out and let you know, because all I'm getting is, I know it's not bad. It's not called Arlington Dental. It's like a chain. It is. It is a
Okay.
chain, but they do a great job, I think.
Okay.
It's not called Arlington Dental. I know it's not. And there's something called Dental Works, but that's not it either. Oh well, I'll figure it out and let you know.
Okay,
That's,
I'll Google it too in the meantime.
but it is probably the place you're talking about, close to Home Depot, because it's close to, I think, Walmart, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that you're, that's probably the right place. I just
Okay.
don't have the name. So what do you got to do the rest of the day?
I'm headed to the library right now.
Oh.
I'm working on a complaint.
To the library or be complaining?
No, I'm actually gonna write one to, Judge Williams. Like, remember I told you I was writing one to Judge Eleanor? I'm just gonna kind of redirect it and like, write it to her instead.
Oh. What's the complaint about?
It was about the elements of gang stalking.
Oh, okay. Has that been happening again?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not good.
no, it's not. And it's just like, I feel like if it's established with the court, you know, it's something that can be referenced, then, you know, maybe something more will become of it, but it definitely needs to be acknowledged.
I mean, there's a lot of gangs in Akron, I've heard from the police.
How often do you hear about people being stalked by the police?
I don't know. I think that there's people that they probably, seek out,
Mhm.
especially if they're in a gang, I would think, or if they're,
Right.
I don't know. The police in Akron just aren't very nice usually. I've heard that a lot.
Tell me about it.
I wouldn't wanna be in trouble here.
At all.
I think they're on edge because, I mean, a lot of crime happens here. I mean, almost every weekend, because I don't live anywhere near here, but every weekend I hear about a shooting or
Yeah. something
something horrible has happened here. So I'm kind of glad I don't live here. But are you gonna move soon? Like to a better
Hopefully.
location?
Hopefully. I'm working on it. But I'm just kind of like doing one thing at a time right now. Normally I work on multiple projects at a time. I'm really just focused on this.
Gotcha. When do you want to meet again? Like, you said you want to go every other Friday or every other Monday? So
Yes,
that would be Friday the 28th. Is that okay?
yes.
What time?
Let's do 2 again. What, no, let
That's
me,
just good.
okay.
Or is that too late?
No, that's fine.
And I'll let you know about court if you don't hear from me, just feel free to give me a call, so
Okay.
I'll let you know if it's in person or not.
Okay.
Cool. Well, thank you, Tiffany.
No problem. Have a good rest of the day.
How's your bike working?
It's working good.
Great.
Like I said, on Saturday I did 33 miles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you ever take the bike trails? There's a lot of bike trails around here.
I've taken a couple of them, but not on purpose, like this in passing, because I'm always like destination driven.
Oh, okay.
So if there's a trail available, I'll take it.
There's a lot down there in the park. They're all over the place.
I'm just definitely like,
I got it. I love riding my bike. I love riding my bike.
do you really?
Yeah, we
How
take
often
the,
do you do it?
well, I haven't yet this year because I need to get a bike rack for my car.
Right.
But last couple of summers, I went like at least 3 or 4 days a week on the bike trails.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
It's fun.
Okay, well, take care.
You too.
See you soon. Bye.